Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Tyler. I'm a second-year MBA student from the great country of Texas. And today I want to talk about this greatest gift, brotherhood. The brotherhood I found here in business school has profoundly impacted my life. It's changed my health, my wealth, and my relationships across the board. Now, yes, you can curate brotherhood in other avenues. You don't have to do it through business school. I have a brotherhood from undergrad. I have a brotherhood from my upbringing, but finding brotherhood in business school is something that I just did not expect, but I did. And I'm gonna tell you all about it in this video. Specifically, I'm gonna tell you how brotherhood in business school at Wharton specifically has greatly impacted my health, my wealth, and my relationships. So let's get right into it. For the sake of this video, we're gonna define brotherhood as this. It's a deep supportive bond formed between men. It's a bond that positively impacts multiple aspects of life. It involves mutual support and accountability in personal health and well-being. It involves the sharing of knowledge, opportunities, and networks to foster collective success, the development of emotional intelligence and deeper, more meaningful relationships, celebrating each other's achievements, and providing strength during difficult times. It creates a safe space for vulnerability, growth, and open communication. Brotherhood is a transformative force amongst men that increases your health, your wealth, and your relationships. As real brotherhood. So specifically at Wharton amongst the Black community, we have this thing called Bourbon Talk. I won't give you all the history of Bourbon Talk, but essentially it's when all the Black men at Wharton get together and we talk about real things. We talk about controversial topics. We talk about things that are essential to our lives. We talk about like where we want to send our kids for school, where are we moving to, where are we mobilizing, what industries are brothers in, who knows who, I'm trying to get here. What do we need to do? How do we need to mobilize, and how do we be providers and protectors for our families? So let's talk about brotherhood and health. It's easy to focus on the academic and the transactional side of things in business school, but the intangible and emotional support that I have found from brothers in business school has greatly impacted my mental and physical health. Look, business school is intense, and having a group of brothers to share the journey with reduces the stress and pressure. So in platforms like Bourbon Talk here at Wharton, we talk about what's really going on amongst men, and we create support systems and share information to help lift whatever the burden is off of your shoulders. Another thing I love about the brotherhood at Wharton is the accountability. Like, brothers not only check on you, but they check you too. And it's not just about assignments or making sure you make the coffee chat to check in with this employer. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you get into the gym. I can't tell you how many times brothers have dropped a message to me of them in the gym. And they may not post this on Instagram. Matter of fact, most people don't, right? It's like brushing your teeth. Like, you do it. It's part of your daily life. I'm not gonna flex about me brushing my teeth. Most people don't really flex about going to the gym, but if you're using it as a source of accountability like we do in a brotherhood that I found here at Wharton, it can really change your life. And accountability that I found may look like you taking care of your well-being, going to the gym, make sure you're eating right. It's in every group chat, it's in big group chats, small group chats, creating spaces for people to be healthy. All of this is what brotherhood is for. Another part of mental and physical health is spiritual health as well. So the brotherhood I found at Wharton, man, like, they pray for me, right? Yes, we can party and turn up together. We should be able to pray together as well. So I know I can come to these brothers with anything that I'm struggling with. And yes, there's a prayer component to it, but then there's also a plan of action. So in brotherhood, not just in business school, but brotherhood in general, it really is about staying healthy, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. That is a true essence of the health aspect of brotherhood. And brotherhood means a lot more when, yes, you can help me be a better person, but we could get money together too. So the second part about brotherhood is the wealth component. Here's how brotherhood increases your wealth. And this is not a secret. You ready? Share information. Group economics. Do it together. One of the key things I've learned from Bourbon Talk is that wealth is not just about personal gains. It's about collective growth. Brotherhood teaches me that when one of us win, we all win. It also teaches me if you are gatekeeping information, you probably just don't know enough information, right? Gatekeeping is a sign of insecurity, to be honest. Nobody wins when we hold keys. Nobody wins when we hold information. And we seem to know that in the brotherhood that we've built here at Wharton. And I know in the brotherhood that I have with my friends back home, my friends that I've made in undergrad, and the brotherhood that I will continue to curate throughout my life. Whether it's investment opportunities, tax strategies, career advice, what schools to send your kids to, Having a community of brothers means you are never out of the loop. And being out of the loop can significantly change your financial future. Brotherhood does equate to wealth. And these are things that we talk about. Again, I think one of our deepest discussions was the whole private school versus public school conversation. Half of us went to public school, the other half went to private school. We learned different things, but in a platform like Bourbon Talk, for example, we meet and we share information. And here's a big misconception about business school. It seems as though from the outside looking in, it's a hyper-competitive environment. That is not the case. Brotherhood actually flips that idea. When we collaborate, we all succeed. When we share, we all succeed. The only way for us to all succeed is if we share access, share knowledge, share opportunities, and share resources. I have not experienced a competitive environment, especially amongst my brothers. And here's another component of wealth: the long-term compounding impacts of having relationships with people. Since we're talking about brotherhood in general, but brotherhood specifically in the MBA program, these relationships will last a long time. Think about it. The friends that you make now, your kids are gonna call them uncle. These are gentlemen who are gonna be godfathers, who have the potential to be your kid's uncle as well. Be a good steward of that. It does not hurt to have wealthy uncles, especially if you didn't come from it. Like, lean in. It's okay. Brotherhood teaches you that wealth isn't built alone. It's grown through collective success. And what's the use of having all of this success if you're not gonna have people in your life to share it with? So the last component is brotherhood and relationships. The relationships you build in a brotherhood don't just help in business. They change the way you approach all of your relationships, from friends to family to even your romantic partners. Brotherhood enhances all of these things. Like, I know for me, brotherhood has helped my emotional intelligence. There have been countless times where I've brought a situation to some of my closer friends here at Wharton, and they've helped teach me how to communicate better, whether I'm communicating with my wife, my family, a business deal, even another colleague. It increases my emotional intelligence, and I'm so grateful that I don't have to figure out how to navigate these things alone. And that is because I have brotherhood here. Another element of this is mutual support. I tell this story all the time because it's a true symbol of the security that comes in brotherhood, not just for you, but for your family. So my wife moved out here about a week before I did because I was still interning. She moved here and our furniture had to be dropped off with her. I remember putting in a group chat with people, most of them I had met, but we didn't really have true interactions. I just put out a call for help. I said, hey, my wife is in Philly. This is our apartment address. I've never seen our apartment at this point. I put the address in the chat. It's a chat of about 30 different people. And I said, hey, can you all help my wife, like, get this couch upstairs, help move some of the big furniture. I'll give you all dinner when I come back, whatever. The amount of people that answered the call. And some of these people I didn't even build relationships with until the second semester. And it was interesting because the women at the school heard about this and they were secure as well. Like, man, we really got some good brothers here. That's amazing. The way the community comes together for each other is awesome. And I'm not saying that this is unique to the Wharton experience. It's not. I do want to highlight though that the business school experience is not just transactional. Like, we're here building legacies, building families, building communities, and helping each other improve our lives. And here's something I really did not expect about brotherhood. Someone brought it up in the Bourbon Talk platform that I mentioned earlier. When you have a real brotherhood, people celebrate your wins with you. I don't know if I've mentioned on this channel, but I'm the student body president. I think I've mentioned it in a recent video. I don't know, but I'm the student body president for Wharton. I remember when I won the election for student body president, and even dating back to when we were campaigning, there was a student hall mini debate type of platform, if you will. And I had so many of my brothers come up and show up for me, man. And they brought their friends who weren't even a part of the Black community just to support me. That meant a lot. And even when I won, I remember walking through my door and my wife had Young Jeezy, my president playing. Soon as I walked in the door, I dropped my phone, danced with her, gave her a hug, celebrated, went back to my phone. Bing, 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 bing. And it was mostly my brothers celebrating with me. A couple of them called me. Like, me winning was like us winning. And that means a lot. Like, it reminded me that I'm not just doing this for me. And I'm a representation of the community of the Black men, all men, but the Black men specifically at Wharton. That means a lot to me. That means a world to me. Brotherhood gives you the emotional tools to build stronger, deeper relationships in every aspect of your life. Brotherhood is not just about making friends. I mentioned earlier, brotherhood is not about making friends. It's about surrounding yourself with people who will make you the best version of yourself that you were put on this earth to become. The relationships I've built in business school in just 1 year have greatly impacted my health, wealth, and relationships. And I know they'll do the same for you. So when you're choosing a business school, don't underestimate the power of brotherhood. It matters. Now, I didn't mention sisterhood, and here's why. I'm not a woman. I'm not gonna speak about a club that I'm not in. Now, if you like this video, if this video spoke to you in any way, check out this video where I talk about why I chose Wharton specifically over other MBA programs. Peace. Sheesh. Other space with that. Nah, that's cool. Oh, dang. Put that back in, cuz.